And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down, gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth, but you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Simmons. That's reeled in. It's Thomas.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, it's Hawkins. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Offense threatening, first and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
And the Huskers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Now on the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Kerryon.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. The sure hands, it's Kerryon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Looking for a deep man. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 25. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Throwing Simmons. Gonna take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Left side is Carrion. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Simmons. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to go up top on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. Goes high to put it in. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Husker. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throwing Simmons. Left side is Carrion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, a double pass. Right side, it's Thomas. Hits the crease. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on B.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Sees a crease. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. That one just came off his hand badly.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. He leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's some daylight. Across the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Caught. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking for the end zone. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, going to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Simmons on play action. Gets rid of it. Just a complete misfire.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Finds his big tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Simmons. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Just keep slinging it. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Here's Simmons to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Nebraska offense offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Sooners. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Rush right in his face. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drops.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. Makes the catch at the 35. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Throwing Simmons. Looking long. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll run it on the counter. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open. At the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their life.